Nope.
I gotta pee.
Welcome to the #1 Project Helix podcast on the internet. Not you, Colt Eastwood. I am talking about Analog Allies here on a brisk Friday evening. No, it's still cold in the Northeast. It's supposed to warm up next week, though, so I won't be freezing to death. I'm RGT85, joined as always by Brett. Or
How's it
Jim,
going?
whatever the fuck he wants to call himself today. Hopefully I can say fuck in the first minute because we already did.
Nope.
Shout out to our channel members in the building. Got a new member, Kay Burns. Thank you so much for the support. We've got DC Fat Cat, Superman Oh Man, Pickle Rick, Omega. I think I got everyone in there. So yeah, interesting week. Some interesting stuff to talk about. Some Mario themed events, I guess, that are exciting. Project Helix was once again confirmed. PlayStation reportedly moving away from PC ports. All sorts of fun stuff. Where would you like to start, good sir? Have you been playing anything that you'd like to mention?
I mean, I've been playing randomly. Well, I guess it's not too random since it just came to Switch, but Pokemon Fire Red. It's been my main game the past, 5 days.
You spent $20 on that?
Nah, I just started playing on my ROG since everyone else was playing it.
Are you serious?
You know what?
That's even funnier.
I mean, like $20. Come on, maybe 10. I would have bought it.
Yeah, I have no interest in that. I have no interest in Pokopia. I do not care. Oh, I got the message still up on the screen. I don't care that everyone loves it. I am not everyone, so fine. Enjoy it. I won't bash it or anything like that. It doesn't look like a fun game for me. I finished Requiem. I started a second playthrough because I kind of want to do some of the unlockables and stuff like that. Maybe do the bad ending as well. Because I did see a clip of it. It looks pretty cool.
I mean, the thing about the bad ending is that you can tell it's not the real ending because it ends very abruptly. It doesn't really have a real ending. But it has a good cutscene in it. It's just kind of short, for a real ending. There are probably a lot of people that don't understand the choice at the end, and they're probably going to get that ending and be like, what the hell, really?
Well, I mean, to be fair, I guess if you're hardcore paying attention, you could kind of understand where they would want you to go. But the fact that they give you a choice, it's kind of up for interpretation, I guess you would say. Just depending on how you feel. But no spoilers or anything. But that's an easy Game of the Year candidate for me.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Josie is not on this show. Josie has nothing to do with this show.
But one thing I hate is games that aren't even games that have any choices or choice and consequence or anything like that through the entire game, and then at the very end they decide, let's give the player a choice. It's like, why? This isn't that type of game. Just tell me the story that you want to tell me. You don't have to give me any agency at the very end.
It is kind of weird, but it's fine. It does throw people for a loop. I tried the Fatal Frame 2 demo on the Nintendo Switch 2. I played it for about 45 seconds and I immediately deleted said demo. It runs really bad. It looks really bad. It runs really bad. Buy it on something else because it's a great game. And as somebody in the chat just mentioned, WWE 2K26. Oh, man. I've been playing it all day today. I was actually getting footage before the show tonight. I have a lot of things to say about this game because there is a lot of good. There is a lot of good in the game. I like some of the stuff that they've done. I hate some of the stuff that they have done. There are Nintendo Switch 2 specific issues. Once again, at least one thing that I noticed, I hear that the game is very problematic on the Xbox Series X. Nate bought it on the Xbox Series X, and he was like, is it 30 frames? So Jay Arthur says, reporting from Gullah Gullah Island, Jay Arthur says Fatal Frame is 30 on all consoles and has a grain filter and PS5 and it's not good. But like even like the textures and the shadows on the Switch 2 version, like that's what I noticed. Like I could deal with the frame rate, but like when you first start out and you're in that little area, like you look on the ground, it's just like a checkerboard shadow, and then when you walk up a little bit and there's that ridge, like the whole ridge is just like one PS2 texture. And I was like, what the fuck is it? Like, no, we're not. This is a post Requiem Switch 2 world. The bar and standard has been raised. This is not going to fly for me. There is a lot of good stuff with WWE 2K26. There's a lot of bad stuff. A lot, and it's way more predatory than it has ever been before. So ideally I'll have a video on it tomorrow. I plan on getting more footage after the show and then that sort of stuff. But yeah, like Nate hit me up and was like, have you done the showcase mode? And I was like, no. I don't like CM Punk that much. And he was like, well, do it, because every time I do it, there's like huge hiccups in the gameplay. And I was like, okay. So I did the first match. I was like, nothing happened. He was like, well, okay, try the second one. I beat it. Nothing happened. And evidently the Xbox Series X version has like real issues out the gate. And it goes into that conversation of these are the people that are paying you the most money. These are these people are paying you for early access. And oh, dude, the ringside pass, that I have a lot to say about that. These are the people that are paying you to play the game early, and you're releasing it in a state where there are problems. And it's like, it grinds the piss out of me. What's up, Brandon? DC Fat Cat with a $5 donation. Thank you for the support. I tried WWE 2K25 and I can't stand it. The controls are not for the Aki Engine guy. Why won't they just grapple and do moves? ECW game coming in 64. Are you talking about Born to Be Wired? Because the public beta is out for that, and I actually plan on doing a video probably on this channel. I was actually going to do it today, but I ended up getting backed up about that because I'll tell you what, that game is fucking incredible. I'm a member of the creators Patreon, so I've had like early builds of it and stuff. And the open public beta is out now. This is an N64 wrestling game, and he added in a barbed wire match where the wrestlers react to the barbed wire and they get cut on their body where they hit the barbed wire. There are fully functioning tables in an N64 wrestling. Like if you played those games and grew up on those games, you would know the limitations of that. No Mercy had the table in the back, the pool table, and then a ringside table. But these are tables you pull out of the crowd. You set them up wherever you want. You could put people on top of them. You could put people through them. You could put people on top of them and then jump through them. It's incredible shit, dude. Randy Price is a fucking maniac. But yeah, very. I was watching the retro marathon. I wanted him to play F-Zero GX. I had it up on a second screen.
No, jeez, he would be destroyed in that.
It's not even. You're getting me going. It's not even DLC. It's baseline characters. Bret Hart. I have to wait to play as Bret Hart. I have to wait to play as Hollywood Hogan. What causes the thing to go up? I understand winning, but are different match types? Are they worth more? Are different modes worth more? There is a season pass. There's a free season pass and a premium season pass in WWE 2K26. And the free season pass, you have to play through the game and like win matches in order to unlock basic stuff, basic characters that are in the game. This is not additional stuff. If I paid $150 goddamn dollars, you should be sucking my cock from the back and giving me every character that is available in that game. But you don't. You're making me wade in the water with everyone else, and it's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, it's disgusting. And do you know how much it costs? I looked. I documented it for my video. It costs you $77 to do a pass on, or to get like everything unlocked, because you can unlock tiers with money. It costs $77. You want me to pay $224 to have access to the complete version of the game? Fuck you. Sit on a rusty nail in your asshole and get tetanus. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. He was playing NSO. But yeah, dude, it's fucking ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. Anyways.
And I missed it. Did you say you bought it or you did not buy it?
What?
Like the most expensive edition.
I paid $150.
So you got all this complaining, and you're just taking it in the ass from them.
I have to make the video and warn people about it. Okay. This is my business. Right. If I was a consumer, that would be a different story. But it's just, it's disgusting. And
That's horrible.
But the only way to get certain characters is by buying the $150 version. Unless you want to piece it together, because you could buy the baseline version and then add this pack and this pack and this pack, and those characters are automatically available right from the jump. Like Macho Man 1998 is in the Monday Night War thing. There's an Attitude pack. There's one of the Triple H pack. Like, who the fuck cares about Triple H pack? I can understand like CM Punk 13. Okay, you got to play through the showcase mode. That's fine. Bret fucking Hart, Hollywood Hogan, Ultimate Warrior. I have to play through some goddamn arbitrary season pass with no rhyme or reason. It's insane. It's insane. Brandon Christian with a big $10. Nice. Been wanting to get into a racing game, but I don't have a PS5 for GT7. I could buy one, but is it worth it? Or should I just wait for the new Forza since I have an Xbox already?
Those are two different styles of racing games.
Yeah. I mean, if you're wanting a sim game, I don't think the latest Forza sim was not very good. And Gran Turismo 7 is. Gran Turismo 7 is also on sale right now. I got a targeted ad for it at Best Buy, I believe. So, that's something to consider. But I mean, if you're only buying it for one game, like, no. I mean, there's Assetto Corsa on the Xbox. Really, like, the PC world is the best for racing games beyond Gran Turismo 7, in my opinion, because there's so many different diverse games of different styles and stuff like that. But if it's a more casual thing, like you don't want to like a super sim with like a wheel, and Gran Turismo 7 isn't a super sim, but it's a lot more simulation than most racing games that are out there. I would just wait for Forza Japan, because I mean, it's what, 2 months now? We're in March, April, May. Yeah, comes out in 2 months. They did say with that new gameplay video that they did that they purposefully removed traffic. So that's
okay.
Yeah, because I was looking into that and to make sure. But yeah, no, the new physics is good. I got some cool stuff that I was actually recording right before us. And I like the what is it, the Boneyard match with like all the layers and shit like that. Very arcadey, but
yeah.
So what do you want to talk about first? Helix or PlayStation?
Let's do Helix. Yeah, Xbox revealed Project Helix. Literally no information aside from what we already know, which is that they're partnering with AMD for the chipset and all that stuff. And actually, the main new piece of information, it was a long time rumored, but finally confirmed, is that the next Xbox console will play PC games.
Well, technically,
So,
it'll play some PS5 games.
yeah, some of them. Until now, not anymore.
Not any new ones, but
yeah. Still, pretty surprising that they already came out and did this. They already came out and said, like, I mean, they've already confirmed there's definitely new hardware coming, but I'm assuming the reason why they did this is because with all the new leadership, they might be thinking that fans are thinking, is what Sarah Bond said even true anymore? Like, is hardware still on the way? I think they're like, we need to get this out there and confirm, yes, there's a new Xbox coming, and it will play Xbox games and PC games, which is the coolest part, in my opinion. The fact that this is still going to play your library of Xbox games, like, and somehow they're legally getting around that and having PC games on it as well. Because I've always heard that it's the legality stuff that would stop them from bringing over your entire library onto what's technically a PC. But I guess they got around it.
Well, I mean, I understand why the announcement was made, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. It does seem kind of a bit like weird timing, and of course all the Xbox people are like, Xbox is back. It's like, no, they didn't say you're getting exclusives back, dummy. They're just saying that you could play PC games on there, which I don't even really know how that's going to work. We still don't know the cost of it. I think it was a decision made to get ahead of GDC, because GDC, I believe, is next. What the fuck happened to GDC, by the way? What does GDC stand for, Brett?
Games Developer Conference.
Do you notice how many NPC ass motherfuckers are going to GDC that are not game developers?
Like personalities and whatnot?
Yes.
Oh God, I don't know how many, but I'm assuming a lot now.
It's what is going on with this? We are ruining the sanctity of what GDC is about. Like, it's supposed to be a game developers conference. There's business deals that are made there, things of that nature. And it just seems weird how many fucking like independent people that have no, besides the obvious connection, but no connection to making games that are there. It's very bizarre to me.
Hopefully they're not stinking up the place too much, because I've always heard that conferences like GDC are like a huge deal when it comes to companies working together and things being created. Like, this is just an example, but something like whenever Bayonetta 2 came to Wii U as like a Nintendo game, that's something that might have been birthed at like one of these in-person meetings where people actually get to like rub shoulders, shake hands, and get deals made. So,
right. And like DC Packhead says, like Celia at least works for a video. I'm talking about people that don't work for a video game company.
Yeah, she actually works for a developer.
Like me going to GDC. Why the fuck would I go to GDC? What am I going there to accomplish except to brown nose people and be like, put me on your press list. I really like your game. I'm like, no, you motherfuckers stay home.
Put me on your banner.
Put me on your banner like Asha Sharma did. Didn't that happen at E3 as well? Yes. E3, but E3 was at least a little bit different. It used to be just for developers and press, as in like what was the traditional press at the time. And then as time went on, they started letting people in. But it was kind of different because the companies kind of embraced that and have like, setups and kiosks and all that sort of stuff. And you still had the benefit of, private meetings and private showings and stuff like that. But GDC isn't an event like that. You're not going to play the latest games at a games developer conference. So I don't get why there's so many NPC ass motherfuckers going to
it's a lot of like they do like presentations, like showing off engines and stuff and trying to get people to like opt into their engine and like build their game on it and stuff like that.
Right. Which
I'd say, like,
what's
what
the
would a personality even want to do there? To be honest, like, it's probably not all that exciting.
Suck up to motherfuckers, dude. That's what they want to do. That's all these people care about. You know what's crazy? We're just going we're just going to be going off the rails with some of this stuff. I honestly feel like some of these people some of these personalities and stuff like that, I think they care more about being accepted and getting like press packages and stuff like that more than they care about making money.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude.
And that is such a bizarre fucking mentality to have. Like, did these people not have like friends growing up or something? Like I don't get it. Like, you can make more money by just being a real ass person and being a real individual than you can by brown nosing to every fucking company.
I know a few cats in the industry that literally the only reason why they try and get a job as like a writer at a website is to get into these types of events and suck up to these developers and other personal, like someone who's like semi-famous on the internet, so they can just they'll literally get a job at a website so they can go meet one of the people that they look up to who makes content. Like, there are people like that, trust me.
I'm going to follow up on that in just a second. Gingerbread Tiger Woods, member for 11 months. Yo, that jacket's hella hard, homie. Yeah, me. No one's wearing a jacket. I got a BBS shirt on because
maybe that's what he's talking about.
I like BBS wheels. The problem with BBS wheels, though, is like you got to have a BMW for most of them. And I don't like BMW or an old Mercedes. And that was the fucking reason I bought that 190E 2.3 16 valve Cosworth, because I wanted to put BBS wheels on it, thinking, hey, this will be here's what really happened. All right, we're going off the rails tonight because I still got to address what Brett said. Before I bought that fucking lemon, I was in a bidding war for a 190E 2.3 Tommy Chiara version, which was extremely rare. And I was in a bidding war on Bring a Trailer. It sold once. The buyer never bought it. And then it came up again. And I was like, I'm not fucking losing it this time. It had BBS wheels on it. It was very clean. The engine had been tuned by Tommy Chiara, which if you played Gran Turismo 2, you know about the Tommy Chiara cars. And I ended up losing that auction. And if I would have outbid the last person, I still would have paid less than what I ended up paying for the piece of shit. I don't have regrets in life. I learn lessons from them, but I do remember things. And that will eat me alive because they were such nice 16-inch BBSs, authentic, Tommy Chiara tuned engine. Fuck me. I should have, God damn it. Should have just went up a little more. But anyways, as Brett was saying, he knows people that I don't think it was Hoovy that bought it. I could probably show you the fucking car because I'm sure it's still on bat. So while I'm looking that up, the reason I got into video game stuff was because like reporting on stuff and all that was because I worked at the GameStop, and then I was very good friends with someone who ended up working there, and he was telling me about this writing gig he had, and he was like, yeah, dude, it's cool. I get like games sent to me and I get to review them and stuff. I was like, for free? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, word? I was like, let me get in on that. He was like, can you write? I was like, I was good at it in school, but like, I don't, give me a trial or something. I'll do news or whatever. And that's why I got into it, because I wanted some free, like, I didn't give a fuck about the personalities. And then money started coming in, and I was like, oh, okay. Because my goal with this was always to have a day job and have a writing gig. And then those two incomes combined, I could maybe work part-time at a day job and then focus on that. And if more comes from it, cool. Like, it's never about like the clout and stuff like that. All right. So here she is. Can we see it? Oh. Yeah. Look at those beautiful BBSs. Ended up going for 21. Just clean. Oh, the stitching.
The audio listeners are gonna be like, what the fuck?
Oh, so nice. And they're very rare. But the thing of it is, it's not like rare. It's rare because of the tuning. It's not. Oh, it was it's rare because of the tuning, not because of the engine. Like anyone could end up working on it. And you could see here, RGT 85. Enjoy it, man. Frowny face. We were, bro. Look, we were in a bidding war, dog. We were in a bidding war, dog.
Did we shout out Limit Breaker for the gifted sub?
No, because I've just been rambling about shit.
Well,
I will in a second. But here's the worst part. Here's the absolute worst part. So it went for 21 back in 2022. But let me show you. Like I said, what did I say in my story about this? That it was relisted. The first listing went for 15. So if I would have said 16, I could have had it and it would have been mine. Did I bid on this? I don't even remember if I did. I don't think I did. I was nervous. I hadn't signed up yet. I was looking. I wanted to see what it would go for to kind of get an idea. But yeah, like I said, no regrets because I like the cars I have now. Christian Francis, This is about whatever I want it to be. Let me get that. Shout outs to Limit Breaker for gifting 1 Stash membership. If you are the recipient of that Stash membership, be sure to give a big thank you to Limits Breaker for that. You have access to the after show.
Jimmy's Russ. That got it.
Jimmy's Russ. Well, you're gonna learn, Christian. You're gonna learn. Are online auctions legit? I mean, yeah. If you do like Duggan Bids, which is Cars and Bids by Doug DeMiro, Bring a Trailer and stuff like that. Like the car was in California, so I would have had to have it. That was kind of one of the hesitations I had too. Was I knew I was gonna have to have it shipped from California, so I had to add like money on top of it beyond just what I was gonna pay for it, and I didn't want to pay too much. But yeah, so little side story there into that. But like I said, I love the cars I have now, both of them, both Ford Pintos.
Still waiting for you to grab me a car and buy it for me.
You have a beautiful working car.
Barely working car.
But it gets you from point A to point B. That's all.
Hey, the check engine light keeps going off every now and then, so that's pretty cool.
You should get why don't you, instead of buying some shitty game or getting another fucking tattoo, why don't you buy a $40 code reader off of Amazon?
I have one. It doesn't. It's not. It's basically just saying that the shit that involves my it's basically saying that the reading is off. Like it can't read what is wrong with it because that's what's broken.
Are you sure that's not an AliExpress one? We got a $5 from Sad Vlad. I'll tell you what the real travesty is. Pop-Tart snack sticks have been discontinued for 23 fucking years. Dude, there are so many foods. Remember when Ecto Cooler came back? It was like the greatest thing ever. And then they were just like, ha, limited time. And then they got rid. It's like, why would you get rid of this? This is what people like. I miss Crystal Pepsi. I liked Crystal Pepsi. I miss original Dunkaroos. I miss the Scooby snacks. Remember the because they ended up going like gelatin, but the original Scooby snacks almost had like a chalky texture to it. And they were gummies. Dude, they were so much better. PB Crisps. You remember PB Crisps?
No.
Oh my dude. If PB Crisps were still around, like I would be 1,000,000 pounds because that would be all I would ever eat. PB Crisps.
We're gonna get back to talking about video games.
No, fuck video games.
We were from cars to
I do all my fucking life is talk about video games. I want to talk about PB goddamn Crisps. Planters. Made by Planters. Got Mr. Peanut there. A cool motherfucker. He'll fuck your bitch. PB Crisp. Sweet peanut butter cream inside with a cookie outside. They were so good. And they got rid of them.
Yeah, it sucks. But
Danimals was legit too. But yeah, Project Helix, like I think it's just kind of getting out ahead of the curve with GDC. Obviously, there's going to be lots of meetings taking place within GDC. I mean, essentially explaining what this is, because I feel like there are so many different avenues to go down. Obviously, timing, when they plan on releasing it. No, Mr. Peanut, it does whatever he wants, mask on or off.
I feel like 2027.
It's too soon.
For
I think it's
PS6 and Xbox Helix or whatever.
I'm not expecting. PS6 is 2028 at this point in time.
Also,
my earliest.
Also, in their wording, I don't know if you noticed, but they pretty much are getting cocky, saying that they will lead performance. Like it will be more powerful
because it's a computer. It is a PC.
I mean, that's every console.
No, but this actually has.
Did you see someone just installed
Linux on the PS5?
On the PS5? That's crazy. Never thought that would happen.
It runs fucking phenomenal too.
That
you
is
got
so wild.
GTA 5 with ray tracing on. I mean, but it's not the PS5 is the PS5 is still a console at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's still a console. I'm not going on Steam. I'm not going on GOG. I'm not going on Epic.
I mean, I don't think that's going to be like the first thing that this console shows. Like, I still think it's going to have it's going to default to the Xbox store that's currently on the Xbox. It's not just going to be like, buy this console, here's Steam, so we can make no money.
If that was but that's the problem I have with that mentality. Is they literally said, Asha Sharma literally said it plays your Xbox and PC games. Yeah, this is not a taking a seat back approach with it. This is a focal point.
Well, she could also be talking about Xbox PC, like the games in the Xbox app on P. That's how I play like most of my PC games is on the Xbox app, because that's how you have Game Pass on PC.
Limit Breakers with a $5 dono
for my ride.
Dono for Brett's ride. Shout outs to all of us getting from point A to point B. Let's get some support. We're doing a retro stream tonight. A big marathon. Dude, his Resident Evil 9 playthrough was so fucking funny. It was so clear that he was looking at a guide, because I'm not saying that I'm a great video game player, but there were instances where clearly, unless you knew later, the one area where you're playing as Grace late game, and there is no spoilers. And no spoilers. There's something that Resident Evil 2 fans would realize, and it was like that room that was like you had to go down the stairs and you had to go up on the other side and get something and then come back around. He did that like he knew exactly where everything, and I was like, bro, come on, bro. Yeah, I still think we're a decent little ways away. I'm sure we will hear some things about the platform at GDC. I've heard Asha Sharma is a very talkative person with both or I should say primarily with employees and stuff like that. It'll be interesting to see how that translates into her GDC presence. You know, I'm cautiously optimistic, but I'm also realistic with it. I understand that this is going to cost over $1,000. I understand that this is going to be a PC console hybrid. My biggest hangup is when I'm looking at what's going on with the Steam machine right now. I can't bode well for the system. We are in March of Steam machine, and that motherfucker's supposed to come out in the first half of 2026. I don't have a price. I don't have a release date.
Did you see today that it changed to coming soon on the website?
Oh my God. No. Are you serious?
Yeah. All three of them, the controller, the VR thing, and the console, all
cooked. We are so cooked on that. And Xbox or 6 are gonna stroll in like, hey guys.
Dude, that's what's crazy. Is like They need to push it to 2028. If they're thinking 2027, they need to push it. And with the Xbox,
we hope to ship in 2026. They said. We hope.
Wait, who said that?
Valve.
Oh, okay.
We hope to ship in 2020. Oh my god.
Also, with the Steam machine, we already know that it's basically the same power as current gen, don't we? As
yes,
Series
roughly.
X
yeah,
and
6
PS5.
times the horsepower of a Steam Deck.
So it's like, even if it did come out, let's say this year or next year, and then let's say that the Xbox PC or whatever it is, the Helix comes out the 2028 or 2027, and then PS6 will be right around the corner. Immediately, the Steam machine is going to be like inferior to those machines.
But you have to factor in pricing.
Well, we already know pricing is going to be probably pretty rough, like based on what the rumors, like $800-900, right? For the Steam machine.
Brandino, the one. Thank you for coming a member. You have access to the after show. It is at the post section. I'm pretty sure I posted it. So make sure you come hang out with us there. So here is what's going around. Let me pull this up. Valve now says they hope to ship the Steam machine in 2026. Memory and storage shortages have created challenges for us.
Yep.
That that does not sound good, and that also extends into every single video game related project. And going back to what you said, I think by that logic, Nintendo shouldn't have released the Switch 2, because the new Xbox is going to be so much more powerful and stuff. It's only powerful if companies are utilizing that power.
Nintendo also has a built-in audience in this whole hardware department. Valve doesn't really have that. Steam Deck has sold what, 5 million units, something around there.
Yeah.
Didn't Switch 2 sell that like a day?
But it's also a handheld.
Yeah,
you know, it's a handheld PC in a handheld PC world. There's a lot of options and stuff like that.
If we're talking like mainstream, do you think that the Steam machine has any chance at being anything close to mainstream? Because I don't really think it does. Because I'm not saying it needs to be. I'm saying I don't think it does, because of the fact that the price, it can't play some of the most popular games at all, because it runs on Linux, and there's going to be competition with Switch 2 and apparently the Xbox Helix and PlayStation 6 right around the corner.
It should have came out in 2025.
Yeah, that would have been perfect.
That'd have been perfect. But unfortunately, it's not the case. And you know, I guess we'll have to wait and see. But there's some breaking news that does apply to the Helix as well. And then we got PlayStation.
Yeah, this was pretty big.
I didn't say that number, did I? Who said that number?
Did I?
Who said it?
I don't know.
Kill them. PlayStation reportedly is backing down on the whole bringing our games to PC thing.
Wonder what's going to happen to their PC porting studio. I mean, apparently the multiplayer games are still going to move over, so I guess they'll still have a job.
Yeah, I mean, they'll still have. Who knows? You know, they'll still have stuff coming over. We're talking about the single player. A lot of people are pointing to Spider-Man 2 for not even selling 1 million copies on
that
PC.
Is really shocking, to be honest. I couldn't believe that number. Spider-Man's freaking huge.
Yeah, but I mean, what did Spider-Man 1 sell on PC?
I'm checking.
There it is.
1.5.
But that's not even all that crazy.
It's really not, considering how much it sold on PlayStation. Didn't it sell like over 20 million? Like something crazy like that?
It's almost like console exclusives help a console. Yeah, yep. Yote would have been rough, because you know there's so much like secrecy around numbers with that. But yeah, like, I mean,
but also,
go ahead.
all signs are pointing to them bringing any of these games to PC just doesn't seem like it has affected their hardware business or their like PlayStation at all as a whole. So kind of like, why not? They made over $1 billion in PC sales. It's kind of just like free money. And if it's not affecting your main source of revenue, why not just add more revenue to it?
Well, you have to imagine with Spider-Man, I mean, you have to relicense that game for a PC launch.
Yeah,
that's not included with your PS5.
I didn't just mean Spider-Man. I just mean in general. Like,
yeah, but I mean, they also did. They also, to me, the writing was on the wall with this when Gran Turismo 7 never went to PC.
Apparently, that was in development too, right? Like a PC version.
It depends who you ask, but because that to me would have been the perfect game. You know, ultra widescreen support, 50K resolution and stuff like that would have been a fucking dream. I've
always heard. Sorry,
no, go ahead.
I always heard that like driving sims are the biggest on PC, so you would think they would bring that to PC, at least that game. No, it did not. Helldivers did not do better. Oh no, it did. Yeah, it did. I read that.
I think
wrong.
it changed it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but Helldivers is not what we're talking. We're talking about single player. We're not talking about multiplayer.
Yeah, we're talking about single player. So yeah. Oh, Stellar Blade did really good on PC.
Yeah, but Stellar Blade isn't partnering with Sony for the next game. Did you see that?
Yeah. That game originally wasn't a Sony game either. They like picked it up. It seemed like towards the end of development.
Yeah, they
the end of it.
Yeah.
It was originally announced as a multi-platform game.
Yeah. You want to talk about that, Jay Ponce? You want to talk about that? Talk about his thumbnail? That thumbnail looked sneakingly, suspiciously similar to somebody else's thumbnail.
But now, since I just fought for the PC crowd, why not put these games on PC? I do see where Sony is coming from, bringing more value to their hardware, their audience, and potentially future-proofing any competition with Steam, just in case, I guess, that they end up like overtaking their console hardware, like the console business somehow. I don't see it happening, but you never know. And they might not see the money that they're making might not be worth the amount they're devaluing their hardware by bringing these games to other platforms.
It is interesting. Go ahead.
Because the word was that they were planning on supporting PC and Switch quite a bit. That was the rumors, at least.
Well, I mean, the God of War game, the recent one.
Yeah, that was one that we heard was coming to Switch.
A lot of people were surprised when that didn't happen. It's very interesting to me, though, that now like narratives around the gaming industry have changed to where, exclusives are good now. We need we like exclusives. It's like, where have you been? The fucking past, 5 years you've been telling us, it's great to be able to play these games on PC. It's great to be able to play these games on other platforms.
Great.
It's about the games. It's not about the hardware.
It is great, but it doesn't mean it's a good idea, like for them.
I don't get it. It's like, just buy the system you want to play games on and buy the games you want to buy. If another system has games that you want on it, you should have bought that other system, man.
Yeah, and it's not like the Xbox and PlayStation have like 95% of the same library, so you really can't go wrong either way. If you want Game Pass, get an Xbox. If you want a few exclusives a year, get a PlayStation.
I don't know.
Pretty much what it boils down to. If you want more power, get an Xbox. If you want like high quality exclusives,
get a Pro. Get a Pro. What are you talking about? Get a PS5 Pro.
I'm talking about next gen.
Oh, but you don't know that.
I assume everybody's already locked in this gen. I don't think that many people are gonna.
Consoles are still selling.
Yeah, that's true. PS5 is doing really well.
You want to talk about Martin Day?
Yeah, or Nintendo suing the U.S. government.
I already made a video on that.
I've seen it brought up a few
and
times.
And John stole my thumbnail.
Did he use
Go
Mario
look.
in the suit?
Yes!
Everyone uses that fucking picture. You're not unique.
I put it up first. God damn it.
You're not unique. I didn't even see it, and I guessed it.
He copied me.
You should have used AI and put him as like a judge behind a court thing.
I'm sure there's a Mario judge picture out there somewhere. You're Creoson Bomb, and I'm not calling you Hyper Bison. I guess I will. Hyper Bison member for 34 months. PlayStation and Nintendo for me, baby. I mean, you're not. I don't know. You're missing out on Forza. That kind of sucks, but not really because you can play it later on.
Months. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess you're missing out on Game Pass. I know Game Pass the price went up, but it's been still firing on all cylinders for me. I've been loving a lot of it.
But you can always just get a month of Game Pass, play the game you want to play, and then cancel it.
That's awesome.
But how does that help game sales?
It doesn't. Okay. Hopefully they learn how to market Game Pass so more people sub.
So for Mario Day, there are some games that are on sale. There are some. They did a new trailer, or they're doing a direct for the movie again because one wasn't enough. There's your Nintendo Direct. People are already saying this means that you can expect another Nintendo Direct next week because, why not? Doing a giveaway for the park. They're adding Virtual Boy games. So you get $5 if you dress up as Mario and go to GameStop. What do you think about our Martin celebration?
I mean, you can just tell they slopped it together because I feel like the only time they even do like a real celebration is if they just so happen to have a game that correlates with an anniversary, and then they make it into a big thing. But
the Yoshi games apart. They got Gullah Gullah Island for Mario Wonder.
That's not that fun and exciting.
It's $20, sir. For $20, it better be fun and exciting. It's an $80 premium game.
I forget that some of their games are $80.
Kirby and the Forgotten World plus the Crystal Fucko, that was $80. Super Mario Country Bear Jamboree Switch 2 edition plus Mario TV, whatever it is. That was $80. That's on sale though. That's the first. Nintendo made it a point to say, hey, this is our first Switch 2 game that is on sale.
Yeah. I still think everybody who didn't get Xenoblade Chronicles X for, what was it, $40 on Amazon, and then play a $5 upgrade and you get a Switch 2 game for $45, it's a hell of a good deal right there.
I mean, unless they didn't want to play Xenoblade Chronicles X.
They did. I'm just kidding.
Did they? I mean, some people don't like RPGs.
Yeah, I know. Especially that kind, where it has like MMO combat.
Yeah. It would have been better if it was ease combat. I'll die on that hill. No, John stole my thumbnail because he's a terrible human being. But yeah, now people are already saying this is direct. Jesus Christ, go play a video game, dog. Like I'm so sick of like games. It's just so annoying.
I promise you, the biggest like Twitter people that are just constantly fanboying on Twitter, Xbox sucks, PlayStation sucks. I wish I could see their trophies and achievements to see how little of games they actually play. Like they were probably pathetic. They clearly spend all of their time on Twitter. That's their favorite game.
Well, you know why? Because they probably make money on Twitter.
Apparently, Twitter like revenue sucks balls, so I doubt it.
It depends. Some people make good money, and then some people make bad money, and then some people will make better money. It's a very strange paradox situation, to where they they I don't know. like it's very strange to me where the payments for some people are super high and then they aren't for others.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of bots. If you look on any, like if you look at a sports tweet or something, and it's like oh, LeBron James scored 25 points and got 10 rebounds and a Lakers win. You will see so many accounts that will just reword that are verified accounts trying to like go viral that are clearly bots. It's like some random AI image as their account, and it's like, wow, LeBron had a dominant performance. I can't believe he got 25 rebounds in the win, or 25 points in the win. It's literally just rewording what is said. And there's so many of these bots on there. Pickle Rick, member for 19 months. You think Wolverine gets delayed and Blade cancels? I want Extermination and Geist to make a comeback, even if they just added those to the online services. I don't think you'll ever see Extermination again. Geist, I think, will end up on NSO. I don't think Wolverine gets delayed because they just announced September.
Yeah, they just announced the date, so I think it's safe. And I don't see Blade getting canceled. That's the good Arcane that's doing it, you know.
I don't know. I could see it. Perfect Dark got canceled. Once Perfect Dark,
that wasn't Arcane though. Arcane's a really good studio.
What was Arcane's last game?
It wasn't Redfall. That's a different Arcane. They shut down that Arcane.
What was Arcane's last game?
Probably Dishonored 2, I think.
No, I think there was one after that. I remember playing one on the Xbox Series X.
I'm looking. Deathloop. That's what it was.
I didn't like that game either.
It was Prey before that, and then Dishonored 2. So yeah, I was off.
What about Redfall?
That was a different Arcane.
It says Arcane Studios on it.
Well, yeah, but there's two Arcanes. So I'm saying there's like two teams.
The studio has created. Hold on. Brett knows more than everyone else. Let's go ahead and look at this together. We're gonna read this out loud. Arcane Studios Sasu is based in Lyon. It was founded in 1999 and released its first game, Arx Fatalis, in 2022. The studio has created the popular Dishonored series, as well as developing Prey, Deathloop, and what?
They're lumping the two studios together. There are two teams. They have the same entity, but one of them is Arcane Lyon and the other one is Arcane Austin. They shut down, I believe, Austin. Those were the developers of Redfall.
Can you read that word for me? And what?
Wait, hang on. I'm not on your screen.
As developing Prey, Deathloop, and...
Yeah, Redfall. Arcane as a whole.
Interesting.
But not this team is what I'm saying, you bastard.
So if I go here to Arcane's website...
Oh my God.
What
you're
is
not
this?
listening to what I'm saying.
What is this?
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
Do you guys see this?
You understand? You comprehend the whole idea of having two teams in one studio?
Huh.
The team that is making Blade did not make Redfall. You son of a bitch.
Interesting.
You're rage baiting me right now.
I'm not. I am on the Arcane website looking for information about games
Arcane
they have created.
As an entity, as the whole thing, yes, Redfall was a part of it.
Interesting.
But they shut down that team. They're dead now.
Huh. Good to know.
He's rage baiting.
Oh, Redfall. I'm just saying. I mean, it says Arcane Studios on it, dog. If Nintendo has multiple studios within themselves, if
that's exactly my point.
And if one studio releases a bad game, what do people say? Oh, it's such and such studio's fault. No, they say, oh, it's Nintendo's fault. Sony, Xbox releases a bad game. People blame Xbox. People blame Sony.
Yeah, those people, if they can't comprehend the difference between a publisher and a developer, then they're stupid. Who cares about their opinion?
I'm just saying. I looked up who made the game, and this is Arcane Studios with no prejudice. If they close down the studio because Redfall was doo-doo caca, weird that they would have it on their Arcane Studios official website. It was not a fan page. That was not a fan page.
Dude, it was not the same team, not the same group of people. Yes, it was all under Arcane Studios, but there was Arcane Lyon and Arcane Austin. Arcane Austin is dead.
I'm just saying. I'm just providing you with information. Do you think Nintendo is going to win this lawsuit, or do you think it's going to go horribly for them? We got 5 minutes to talk about it.
They might add some pressure to the U.S. government, but do I think they're going to make a real big change anytime in the near future? I doubt it.
Do you think that this is going to be painting a target on their back?
I don't know. Do you think that, because you know how everyone's scared of Nintendo, do you think
the government's not scared?
Is?
The government's not scared of anything. Okay, fuck the government. Fuck any 3-letter association. I hate them all. But that's some shit that like I don't know, man. That also, to me is poking the bear. That to me is just, it's causing. And I guess my biggest hang up on it is you adjusted the prices of multiple things and clearly said this is because we're doing this because of the tariffs. And now you want that money back plus interest? Like I feel like there's additional context that needs to be done here. But I don't know, man. Like I don't know how this is going to play out. I think it'll be interesting. But like I think you are painting a massive target on your back. And with the way the regime is now, whether you love them or hate them, I don't give a fuck, because fuck Republicans and fuck Democrats, two sides of the same fucking coin. The regime we have now is very reactive. And you poke that bear, they'll be like, oh, fuck you. We're banning you. You're no longer here. So it's like, I don't know. I am just ew.
I held it in.
You don't need any politicians are all fucks. Okay? And the quicker people understand that, the better off the world will be. They don't give a fuck about you. They do not care about you. Never have, never will. I don't understand how a generation of people who grew up watching George Carlin stand-ups never took away anything from what he was saying. They were just laughing at what he was saying. That motherfucker was telling you the truth. There are the elites, and then there's everyone else. And they don't give a fuck about anyone else. There's a reason why you constantly see these pictures of both sides of the coin that hate each other, and they're having a good time. They're laughing it up. Oh, look, we're all friends. We're all buddies. They're all fucking in bed together, dude. It's performative art. It's to keep people together. It's to keep people split. So you're worried about shit. You're essentially fighting their battles for them for free. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. I'm sorry. I got bills to pay. I got to keep the lights on here. I got videos to make. But, you know, if you think differently, fine with me. I don't expect everyone to agree with me on that, but I did actually have this. I had to go pick up my one of my Pintos yesterday. Me and the Uber driver had a very long conversation about this. Like, and you really want to go down some motherfucking rabbit holes. What about history? Have you ever thought about history? Who decided what is factual of what happened, especially when World War I and World War II happened, where so much stuff was destroyed, so many documents, so many things. But we have these detailed, events of stuff. History is written by the winners. History is written by a select few. Like, Oh, you know what you gotta do? You gotta open that third eye, and more importantly, you have to open your brown eye. Spread your cheeks.
I thought you were gonna say.
Spread your cheeks. Have you ever seen me with long hair, goalie host? Like, it's very curly. No, he
oh,
that's why I said that. Like, you know, it's crazy to think about. And to be fair, it'll eat you alive. Like, it's something that when you think about shit like that, you have to be able to take a step back and, you know, not hyper fixate on that, because that's how people get into the positions that they're in now. Everything's available on your fucking phone. You can sit there and argue with someone. Oh, you like this politician? I like this politician. We're going to sit here and argue all day. What the fuck are you accomplishing? What the fuck do you plan on accomplishing with that? Plus, now you have these AI farms, all these news articles. All you have to do, this is how we're ending the show, because it's been unhinged anyways. All you have to do nowadays to convince a large portion of people about something is take a picture of something and put some yellow words on it. And people will sit there and share that on social media. They'll share it on Instagram. They'll share it on Twitter. They'll share it on Facebook as fact without actually looking into whether or not this is a factual thing. And that should scare the fuck out of everyone. People were not supposed to have all this information in front of them all the time.
Yep.
Crimson Desert, I don't have a review code for it, so I can't really say much about it. All right, folks. We're gonna wrap things up here. We've gone down many rabbit holes. The government, PB Crisps, Helix, cars. You know, this is the world, man. This is the world we live in. Brett, anything you want to plug?
Yeah, go follow me on Instagram and Twitter at BrettNLL. Instagram for real life, Twitter for video games.
All right. I plan on having a WWE 2K26 Switch 2 video up tomorrow. I'm going to record some more. I can record some footage while we do the after show there. So I'll record some footage while doing the after show, and I might film it in the morning. Depends. There's a Knicks game on at 9. We play the Nuggets. I hope we win. But yeah, check out the videos from today. There's one where I go more in depth about Project Helix. There's one where I kind of break down more so of what's going on with that lawsuit. And John totally stole my thumbnail. If you are a channel member, we will be on the after show in just a minute. Check the community post tab for that information. And let's give a shout out to the supporters. Kai Barnes, DC Fat Cat, Brandon Christian, Gingerbread Tiger Woods, Limit Breakers, Sad Vlad, Brandino the One, Hyper Bison, and Pickle Rick. We will see you guys next week. Maybe some stuff to talk about.
See you.